Zimbabwe boasts of the largest concentration of mineral deposits in the world. Artisanal and small-scale miners in Zimbabwe have seized this opportunity, contributing more than half of the gold production in Zimbabwe. 10% of these are women, as it has become a lucrative source of livelihood. However, the recent menace of the Machete wielding gangs, commonly known as Mashurugwi, who have terrorized communities, have affected a number of women in the mining sector. This documentary chronicles the stories of how the women miners have been affected.
It is when the guys, they called me around, it was past 12, it was 20 to 1, it was midnight. Then I had to drive I stay in Kwanda. I had to drive to the nearest police station. I told them that my guys have been attacked by the Machete guys. They said, no, this is not it's not our area. You can go to Kolimboni, they might help you. Then I had to drive from Kwanda coming to Kolimboni. I arrived here, it was 1:05. When I got to the station, to my surprise, there was only one lady who was in the station the whole night. I told her about the incident. She said, currently they don't have the cars to help me. Then I said, no, I've got a car. Then they said, no, we need to have policemen with guns so that we can go to your place and rescue those who are bleeding and the like. So we had to go around the compound searching for the policemen to come and escort us here up to this place. And we even left at that place. It was around 2:45 when I got there, around 1:05, of which that delay caused the death of the other guy because he suffered due to too much bleeding. The response of the police, it was too bad. They couldn't even come. They didn't have the cars to come here. When you call them, they say, no, we don't have cars. You must wait till morning, and people here will be dying. At least if we could have come here in time, maybe we're going to save that guy. And the other guys were to take them to the hospital for treatment. But to my surprise, when they were bleeding, some of them even collapsing, they said, we cannot stamp your book without paying that $13. And this is it was an emergency. So it really pained me a lot to have such a situation. You know, as women, we were expecting that men could stand up and run to rescue us as miners. So for women in mining, I think it's now a challenge for us to be in the bush doing the mining without the escort of a man.
Mina engikhulumayo ngumama osibongile Ndlovu. Ngingumama ogebhayo. Ngile mine uMachete. Ngigebha igolide. Ngisebenzisa ifotsholo yami lepiki yami lechizela. Ngalo umumo okhona esihlanga esike sahlangana lawo owezigebengu abantu abavela kwezinye indawo yabezohlasela lapha. Ungisebenzise enzima kakhulu ngoba ngizizwa ngingakhululekanga futhi ngingavikelekanga ngoba laba bantu labafana abasebenza emayini bese bebaleka nxa bebona nje kuthutsha umhlambi wabafana behamba bahle babaleke ngoba labo bantu babethwela amahloka bethwela amabhemba bethwele izinto ezilimazayo lamarekeni. Kodwa ngomumo okhona kathesi sokungani kuba ngcono ngendlela ihulumende ekuthethe ngayo ngoba sekungani kuba ngcono ngoba bese kunzima bekumele ngihambise umntana esikolo ngiyemhlangabeza kanti ke abanye omama njalo ezindleleni lapha bebebanjwa bebevengulwa bengazimiselanga omama bekusiphatha kubi kabe esigabeni khona lokho.
In small-scale mining, now there is the issues of Machete wars. The Machete wars have affected small-scale mining in so many ways. Like for me, the mine that I'm mining now is near a milling plant, and the Machete robbers have come to that milling site 2 times. So it have affected me because my workers, they are withdrawing from working at the mine because they fear for their own life, because they see what happened at the milling plant, that the guys come with machetes and with guns. So we are losing workers because no one wants to work in an environment where they will be affected, where there is harm. So our workers are withdrawing. It means we are no longer going to produce. So there is low production. We used to go to the mill like 2 times per month, but now it is taking so long because the workers that we used to have, we used to have experienced workers. Like one of our workers, we take him to a vocational training center through AA mines, and they were equipped with technical knowledge of blasting knowledge. So, and they were given certificates. And now, because of this wars, he is gone. We need to find another one to equip him again with the mining blasting knowledge.
Disturbance and destructions have been taking place in different angles, but this one has come to the extremes, the machete issue. The machete issue is just the mindset of our own people, which has turned to be animal way of behavior, which is abnormal to the maximum. There are so many reasons why people are now behaving to that extent. They have lost human respect and human life to the extent that they just to exploit the other person. Of course, machetes were more for the mining, but as we are moving on, we are realizing that it's not only for miners, but for everybody who seems to be having money is being attacked. These are thieves and thugs, people who have no direction in life, those who just want to reap where they did not sow, which is very bad and it's very difficult. But we pray and we know that God will give us the right way and realization such that people can be abstained from such kind of behavior. For every human race needs peace, love, and an environment which is friendly for working.
Pakumaina kwatiri kuita uku zvakangotanga 3 years back, pakatanga mabhemba kuchiita kukurumbira zvokuti mamaini edu mazhinji senge evanhukadzi, mostly mamaini ose ari mumatondo, pane distance yekutofamba uchienda kunokwira bhazi kuti udzokere kumba. Kuti uvate pamaini hazviiti because vanhu vemabhemba vanenge vachiuya usiku. Saka iwe semunhu womunhukadzi unenge uchiona kutoti pamwe otherwise vanouya vakatanga kutorepa ini kana kundikuvadza noti handina kana chimwe chinhu chokuti ndingazvidhifenda. Saka pane matondo anoita kuti ukasire futi kuchaisa. Time yokushanda iya unogona kutosiya vakomana vachishanda, iwe wotoenda uchiitira in case yokuti ndikasire kufamba pachafambika vanhu vachafamba. Saka zvinhu izvozvo zviri kutodzosera sure nokuti time yachona hauendi makuseniseni, unotoenda kwachena vanhu vazhinji vakufamba wodzoka futi kwakachena. Saka mahours okushanda ari kureducika. Zvichisindirana nezvatakanga tichiita, taitomboshanda wodzoka kuma11 dzeusiku uchingofamba papasina kana chinombonetsa pasati pava nemabhemba.
The Machetes came here at night. I think it was around 1 or 2 o'clock. They came here and the neighbors phoned us that the Machetes have come. So some of the boys who were staying at the mill, because I have a mill, they came here, and when they saw the boys that they have come, they ran away. I went to the police to go and report. That was 12 o'clock. So the police, they said they won't come because it's a dangerous thing. My car was very small. So when I came, I found the boys running away. They said they've come back because these boys who had come here had returned home thinking that they have gone. But they returned because they didn't get what they wanted. So the Machetes came back and they found some of the boys sleeping in a tent. They had to wake them, beat them. The boys ran away and the Machetes took their food, all that was in the tent, and they spread it all around the mine. So they entered into the shaft. They took all the stuff that was in the shaft and they went away. When the policemen came the next day, they asked the boys who were beating at the mine. So do you know those people? And they identified them. So the police said they are going to come and get them, but they never came back to come and collect those people. They were never collected. They are still at large here. And we are seeing them roaming around the shopping centers there.
This turnaround of Machetes, since this has gone countrywide, it has affected us in a way by we're living in fear. So that is other thing that has affected us in the other end. And now the fear, it's in a situation whereby now we don't trust anyone in this meantime, because already with this sector, there are some people who are having some other mills, small mills, some hammer mills. They steal our ore in our shafts instead of milling into our place. That ore is being taken out somewhere. So we are just living in fear of how best can this be done for these women, I mean us women, to have a safer place for continuation of mining. Actually, with the situation that is there now, the fear, of course, it's no longer safe anymore, because carrying your gold, even if you have an escort, it's difficult. I can't pay a policeman to escort me, even to hire security. Obviously, they also need to be paid, of which I'll be having the little that I'll be having. And at the same time, now I'm fearing that in other way, I can be raided.
The problem that we are facing now is this game of Machete guys. They are going around, beating our guys, stealing everything that we have. It's so painful. They go to an extent of killing. As we are here, I've got some other, my guys who were hit by Machete with their machetes. And some they've gone to their homes because they would not stand this pressure machete thing. It's just too much. And even for us women, now we are even having fear to be in the bush. It's 6 o'clock, you have to make sure you are already home. While at least we used to spend more time in mining. Maybe we will come here, we'll do whatever we do our milling. If it's 2 days, I'll spend my 2 days in the bush. We used to enjoy our work like anybody else who is in the office.
I think what can be done, if you can, besides the police or the army coming into them, to have the full patrons. If they can be patrolling our areas even without guarding us, it will scare away those thieves. They won't come near us, because they'll be knowing that these areas where women are mining, there's army patrolling, there are policemen patrolling. At least they will be knowing that we are safe in that way.
I think as women we really need security. Security, even our security year around. We are mothers. They should feel like bazwisisa ukuthi into le is not good, and it's affecting the families. It's even affecting iwo mapurisa acho vana vedu. They should be concerned. I think it takes someone to reason about this, because it's not about money here. Now we are looking at the future. We are saying our children's future, our future.
What can be done to women to protect women is that when we report, police should be, because at the shopping center there are many people who are machetes who are known. So these police should get these people and put them to jail so that they can know what's wrong to have to be a machete.
We cannot lose hope in life because such things have happened. That's why we have teamed together. You see, as Mtandazo, with all our fellow members who were attacked, we came together, we pray together, we console them. We are in their shoes as well as we are mourning and soldier on with life. That happens. We have to understand that wherever there is some mishap, something should be done to overcome that. It's a long process which needs a lot of counseling to the family members, the bereaved, to us and to the nation and to the people who are still working there, because it really distracts and disturbs. But we still go on because that's the source of life which everyone else can. We are all breadwinners.